So what I did for the mold here is I just cut out a foam piece right here, and then I've just buried it in sand, and I put water on the sand so that it would harden up over time. Now I'm going to wait overnight, and then in the morning I'm going to get the forge, heat it up, and then melt some aluminum and pour it in. So the way this works is the aluminum is poured and it melts all of the foam, and then as the foam melts it is replaced by the aluminum. So the aluminum just takes place of the foam and it gives the exact same shape. This step should be done after the heat treating process, and you're probably not going to need to temper after this because all the heat from the aluminum is going to be dumped into the blade, which is probably just going to temper it. So the forge melted the end of the knife right here, but because I already have the forge fired up, I'm just going to put the crucible in with the aluminum, and then I'm going to cast this foam part. So the reason why you shouldn't use lump charcoal is because of all those sparks. So I failed with the first attempt, so I'm gonna be using my backup piece of styrofoam to try it again. After you're done with your pour, make sure that your crucible cools down with your forge so that it doesn't crack. So let's see if this thing came out alright. So I'm still not very happy with how that one turned out, so I've got another lawnmower blade into the forge, and I'm gonna flatten this piece out so I can make another knife and cast another handle again. So from now on I'll be skipping through the steps really fast because you already know how I got there. So while the aluminum is heating up in the forge, I'm going to prepare my casting setup. So this is how it turned out. My main worry is this really big, there's like a really big divot in here, and it's kind of hollow right in here, but we'll see if we can work with it. So whilst I was sawing, this part here snapped since it was so thin and weak, so it looks like I'm going to have to restart again. So before I move on with any more filing, I'm going to be wrapping the blade in masking tape. So now that I have all the filing done and all the bumps have been removed and most of the deep scratches have been taken out, I'm going to be taking this air-powered drill right here that's about medium speed, it's not necessarily high speed, and then I'm going to be taking this buffing compound, and when I start it up I'm going to be applying this buffing compound to it, and then I'm going to be putting this in the drill so that it's held and I don't have to hold it with my hand, and then I can just strop this onto the handle and it'll give it a nice shine. So the nice thing about using an angle grinder instead of the bench grinder is because you can get this really low angle bevel on it, and that's going to make a really sharp knife. But because I can't get the bevel very accurate on the angle grinder, I'm just going to be using my bench grinder to chew everything up and get it down to a nice sharp edge. I have a grip for my Lansky sharpener clamped up in the vise, and now I'm just going to be taking my knife and just dragging it back on the stone and do the final sharpen on it. So after that, now the knife is finished and it can easily pass the paper test. Thanks guys for watching to the end of the video. Be sure to leave a comment on what you think I should build next. I also plan on making a knife out of this file, so leave a comment on what type of knife you think I should make out of it and what type of handle I should do as well. Whether that be like a micarta wrap or just another cast aluminum handle like this, or even just a simple wooden handle.